All right. Tonight is going to be a long one. This is 500 miles, 200 laps in the Winston Cup Series at Pocono. Quick look at the points. Right now I'm in sixth. Let's see. One win, four top fives, five top tens, zero DNFs, one pole. I've completed 4,310 laps, 99%. Second only to the new point leader, Ricky Rudd, who's completed 4,333. So I'm only 23 laps behind Rudd in most laps completed. I think right now I'm going for that record more than anything else. And I still have zero DNFs, and I'm hoping to go the whole season without having a DNF, but we'll see. So Ricky Rudd took over the points lead after Sears Point. And I've been in sixth, I think, for a few races now. I'm just kind of holding strong right there. Okay, so this is going to be Pocono. 500 miles. This is a long race. One of the longest of the season, right up there with like the Coke 600 and 500 miles at Dover and 500 miles at Rockingham. Probably take about 3.5 hours or so. So 100%, 200 laps, 92. There were 40 cars that started this race, so 39 AI and me. I'm going to be running it on 97%. Realistic damage, all boxes checked. So when you go to Pocono, people always talk about shifting. So I watched this race because I remember when I started watching NASCAR like religiously in '96. They were talking about shifting like it wasn't like this thing that had been going on forever. So, and back in those days, they would just shift twice. So I watched this race just to hear what the announcers were saying, and they said that Dale Earnhardt, Davey Allison, and Ernie Irvan, at least those three, didn't shift at all. They would get up to fourth gear and stay in fourth gear all the way around the track. The majority of the competitors would shift twice. So they would come down, and at the start finish line, they would shift from third up to fourth. And then when they got into turn one, they would shift down from fourth to third. And then they would go around the whole rest of the track in third gear and then go back up to fourth. So they were only in fourth gear for this little stretch of the front straight. There was one guy, they said, that he was going to be shifting 4 times. That was Morgan Shepherd. And I believe what he was doing was shifting up to fourth gear. Then he would shift down to third here. And then either back up to fourth here and back down to third here. Or back up to fourth along this straightaway and then back down to third in the tunnel turn area. Or he was staying in third and then shifting, or staying in fourth and then shifting down here. But either right here in the tunnel turn or going into this turn, he was shifting back to third. So you'd go up to fourth, down to third, up to fourth, and then down to third somewhere in here. Either in this turn or here. I'm going to take the Dale Earnhardt, Davey Allison strategy. I'm not going to shift. It just seems like a lot of extra work for no reason, really, in this game. And back then, not everyone shifted anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. I have noticed, though, that the AI is a lot faster than me coming off turn 3. But I'm a lot better than them in turn 1. And so I think any time I lose here, I'll make up here. And it's pretty even. Yeah, so qualify fast. That it's cloudy, but that is really hot. I think I'm going to go straight into qualifying here. Okay, now it's clear and really hot. Okay. little worried about the weather. I mean, 90 something, that is really hot. And the car will get really tight, especially if it's clear and really hot like that. If it's going to be over 90, I would prefer it to be cloudy.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Yeah, the car is just tight. It's not really turning that well. Yeah, it feels really slow.
The checkered flag.
All right, how did I do? My second lap was slower than my first one. All right, 32nd. That's not too bad. That's about where I've been qualifying, so I'm not too worried about that. I like that it's now a little cloudy and 92. I'm going to take a couple laps just to see where my lap times are and see if the car's real tight. That is really hot. Let me see here. Yeah, I may raise the track bar a little bit. And you know, I read a guide that said the left should never be higher than the right. So I'm thinking that I should probably raise this up a little. And you can only change this one in the race. You can't change this side. So when they raise the track bar, you can only raise the right rear. Or the right side track bar.
Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Super long pit road. Pitting shouldn't be any issue.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
I really don't like this third turn. You kind of like hit the brakes and then let the car just kind of slide into the turn. It just doesn't feel very good. And I don't like these brake numbers here. Like, each turn you should brake on the 2, or at least I feel like the 2 is the brake spot, or the brake point. But turn 1 and 3 have 3 markers, and turn 2 has 4 markers. Like, why couldn't they just put 3 markers on each turn? You know, I don't get that.
Clear.
I end up clipping the grass right there too a lot. All right, that time I hit the brakes at the 1 marker. That was a little late. All right. All right, so the lap time looks all right. I think as long as it stays cloudy in 92, it'll be okay. If it goes back clear in 92, I think the car will be a lot slower and will get a lot tighter. When I used to play this game 20 years ago, I never looked at the weather. But now, I mean, the weather has way bigger effect on the car than I ever realized back then. All right, let's see. Okay, cloudy 92. All right, that looks good. I'm ready to go.
Drivers, to your cars.
Where am I starting again? All right, I'm starting in the outside. The restarts here are brutal. The caution laps are so long that the tires get really cold. You go into turn 1 and the car just slides up, and then everyone just rushes down on the bottom and will put you 3 wide. It's almost unavoidable. So I think if that starts to happen, I'm just going to let all these dudes go. And really, I'm just trying to survive. This is a super long race. So trying to stay in front of someone on a start or restart and getting in a wreck is just pointless. All right. I'm behind Dave Marcus. I'm in front of Bobby Hillen. Good. There should be a little bit of an opening in here to kind of settle in.
Drivers, start your engines!
in theory, you can do this race with, what, 4 pit stops? Lap 40, 60, no, 40, 80, 120, 160. Yeah, you can do this race in 4 pit stops, but you got to stretch it a little bit. And I don't think that's going to happen, especially if there's cautions. But if it stayed green, I think you'd really have to stretch the field to make it all the way on just 4 pit stops. The second race here in 92, Darrell won it on fuel mileage. Darrell Waltrip. These races are so close together too. It's Pocono, then Michigan, Daytona, and then back to Pocono. So these 2 races are like side by side. So I'm hoping to just get a lot of practice here in this race. Don't wreck. Get to the end, and then hopefully I'll do better in the second one, or at least know what I'm getting into in the second one. I never really used to race this track back in the day.
Get ready now. Going green.
All right, here we go. Be careful.
Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Whoops. Almost forgot to shift. And these cars going 3 wide, they wreck in the tunnel turn sometimes.
Clear inside.
I've already had that happen once or twice in some of my practice starts last night.
Car inside. Clear.
It's like Rudd's going 3 wide in the middle on Terry Labonte up there.
Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That wasn't good. I just flat spotted the left front pretty bad, I think.
Still there. Clear
That's
inside.
all right.
Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Well, that water light is not good. I think it's so hot. The water's getting hot.
Outside.
Wow, yeah, that's really bad.
Still there.
there's the grill tape. Wonder if that will be enough. See, it didn't do that in happy hour. I'm almost thinking of pitting just to get that grill tape off. Because if the car blows up, I mean, that's bad. I don't want a DNF. And if you pit right here, you're not going to lose a lap.
Outside.
Especially if I just pit and get the grill tape
Clear
off.
outside.
And the car feels pretty good in this weather. It's just that the temperature, that is bad.
Outside. Clear. Car outside.
At what point does it blow up?
Still there. Clear. We're going to take off some tape.
I mean, the car feels really good. Better than it has in all my practice starts. I think I can have a good finish, but man, I'm nervous. I don't know what I should do. I don't really pay much attention to that. With the fast setup, you don't usually end up in a situation where the water is overheating. I mean, I think I'm faster than a lot of these guys, but I just don't want to get behind them and cut off air to the grill. mean, there's still 190 to go. I mean, as long as the light keeps going off in the turns, I'm thinking it'll probably be okay. But, I don't know. I wish I could have asked the crew chief, like, hey man, you think we're gonna blow the engine or overheat or something?
Clear. Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
I wonder if there's actually like a spot or sound clip where he says, like, hey, looks like you're about to overheat. You should come get some grill tape off. Just to warn me, like, hey, you're about to blow up. I mean, I don't think the game would make it where you could blow up with the default setup, right? Is that too much build tape to take off?
We're going to add some tape.
Definitely worse when I'm riding behind guys. But I'd like to start passing some of these guys, but I don't want to get in there if it's going to overheat the engine.
Still there. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
as the car slows down with the worn tires, I would think that would help it too. Look at this huge pack of cars. I mean, it looks like the start of the race almost. I'd like for them to sort this out a little bit.
Outside. Clear. outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there.
Kind of dive bombing Mikey a little bit.
Clear. Outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. Still there.
Boy, Alan Kowicki's not running well.
Clear. Outside. Still there. Still there. Clear. Outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside.
All right, I'm thinking guys should be pitting
The
here
leader's
pretty
pitting
soon.
now.
Oh, okay, the leader's pitting now. Wow, they're pitting. It feels like they're pitting pretty early. And it looks like I could technically go to lap 40. All right, is 25% enough? I think that's probably enough. I could always put more back on. All right, I'm gonna take off 30% of the grill tape.
The leader's pitting now.
I should at least try and lead a lap to get the bonus points here.
The leader's pitting now. We're going to take off some tape.
All right, I think I should probably lead this lap. Hopefully.
You're in first.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pit this time. Well, that water light didn't even come on that time. Till the very end. I'm thinking that, number one, the lap times have gotten slower, but also being out by myself seems to help it a lot, and not following a huge pack.
Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
All right, where's my pit? Right here.
Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
I never checked this. Okay, yeah, 4,000 is good.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Clear inside.
Alright, the water temperature is really low, and I was behind the 66 that whole lap. So I'm guessing it's probably fine.
Inside.
I don't like cars being behind me on my bumper going into turn 3. It just makes me so nervous, like they're gonna run into me.
Inside.
I'd rather they just go. And I know from that last run,
Car inside. Clear inside.
I know from that last run that once the tires started wearing out, I was a lot faster than them. How long is a lap here? 55 seconds? Okay, so I've still got 20 seconds on the leader.
Leaders at the start-finish line. Now. Outside. Clear outside. Inside. Clear.
Alright. I think this is where I can start making up some positions. We're later in the run, about halfway through this run. I know my car is faster on older tires, and I have about 2 or 3 lap fresher tires than everyone else, or most everyone else, so. Hensley was looking like he was going to make a run there, but I'm way faster in 1, so I don't think they'll be able to catch me at this point. And I think these are some lap cars up here. Starting to make a run. It's just turn 3. It's way faster in turn 3. The AI is faster in turn 3. Alright, this is tricky because these guys are all stacked up and they're going to be much slower than me.
Outside, the yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Oh, Ken Schrader blew up and stopped.
Behind the 32 car.
Ken Schrader blew up and stopped at the start-finish line.
Let him by.
close.
Okay, good. There's only 28 on the lead lap. Oh, someone else blew up here. Oh, it's still Ken Schrader trying to get back around. So with Ken Schrader out, that's 27 on the lead lap. Okay. All right, I'm going to pit here, and I should come out pretty much in last on the lead lap. Oh, someone just Mike Potter just spun
There's
it
an accident in turn 3.
under caution.
Pit
All
road
right.
is now open.
These lap guys shouldn't be able to pit this time, but whatever.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
There we go. Right in front of Jimmy Means.
The pace cars in turn 1. Wait, something's wrong. Come on, you guys. We had a problem with one of the tires. Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds. The pace car.
Oh, Wally
on the Long
Dallenbach's
Pond
all beat
straight.
up. All right, I'm gonna kind of let some of these guys go, I think. I don't really need to, I don't really want to be in front of them on the restart. They'll just run over me in turn 1. And there's
Okay,
only
you're
like
clear
2
pit
of
lane.
them.
Sorry, buddy. I know you can make it up on the track. Stay behind the 77 car.
So maybe Ken Schrader and Wally Dallenbach wrecked. Okay, Schrader's out. Dallenbach had a whole bunch of damage. Wonder if anyone else was involved in it. All right, now we got some slow cars. They'll start on the inside. This restart will be a little bit of a mess. This is where I think there could be more wrecks in turn 2. I'm kind of hoping there will be, just to thin out the field a little bit. Get some of these guys out of here. Make up some free positions. But all in all, lap 60, still 140 to go. Pretty happy with where I'm at right now. I'm on the lead lap. The car's running pretty good, I think, especially at the end of the long run. We're down to just 27 on the lead lap. Like to kick some more guys out of the race. So maybe we'll get a wreck here on turn 2. I've already led a lap, so that's a bonus, some 5 bonus points. I haven't wrecked it yet. That's good. These long pace laps, you know, I mean, the tires are already like cooling off. I mean, it's so hot that the tires are all right, but if it was a little cooler, it would be beneficial to just pit again, get 4 new tires, and then they'll be warmer than the tires I would have on my car.
Next time by. Okay, we're on the lead lap. Stay on the outside line. Stay behind the 12 car on the outside line.
but I mean, they look all right. And you could top off with fuel. All right, this is a really safe place to restart, I think. All those lap cars are going to slow down all these guys. There'll be a bunch of 3 wide going on. Hopefully, we go into turn 2 and everyone wrecks. And then I can just be the only clean car on the track. That would be pretty awesome. There haven't been many big wrecks in this season. There was a huge wreck at Atlanta, and I was fine, and I was running in the top 5 because there was so much attrition when all those guys wrecked, and then Morgan Shepherd wrecked me. So, kind of be nice to have a race with a bunch of attrition and get a good finish here. I say Morgan Shepherd wrecked me. I was kind of in his blind spot. The AI have a blind spot at about 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And I was in his blind spot and he ran into the back of me. Or kind of hooked me in my right rear. That was a real bummer. I was really disappointed because I was going to get a top 5 in that race for sure. All right, here we go.
Get ready now. Going green. The pace car's in. Green, green, green.
I'll just take it easy back here. Let it sort out. I didn't grab gum. All right. Now I'm ready.
Still there. Clear. outside.
All things considered, that restart was pretty tame. No big wreck yet. See, I think if I was shifting, I'd be able to get up alongside Jimmy Means here. But I don't know, it's hard to tell. Okay, I still got him.
Car outside.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clear outside.
Dove down in there pretty hard. Thank you, Jimmy, for giving me room. We're pitting right next to each other. I would tell one of my guys to go apologize to him. Say, hey, sorry for running you up in turn 1 back there. That was my fault. Or if he was a jerk, then he would, next pit stop, he would pit with it all hanging out of his stall just to get in my way. Little retaliation. Jimmy Spencer would never do something like that. He would just wreck you on the track. Oh, someone else blew up. Good, another free spot. Hut is right on my bumper. Don't like that.
Inside.
I didn't see who it was. I was too busy staring at Hut in my rearview mirror.
Clear inside. Car outside. Clear outside.
It's Rick Mast.
Outside. Clear.
that third turn just doesn't feel right. It felt like I was sliding high, and then he gets on the gas way earlier than me. I don't know, maybe I'm just doing the turn wrong. I don't think, I mean, part of it could be shifting, but I don't really think so. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get beside him. There we go.
Still there. Clear outside.
I mean, you gotta roll in there and then hit the gas just right to where you're not sliding out, but you're also not cutting that grass. All right, we're right about halfway through this run. I think my car will be a lot better than these guys from here for the next 20 laps about, till pit stops. Oh my God. That was dumb. Alright, I'm alright, I'm alright. That was a stupid mistake. I just misjudged going into the tunnel turn right there. I don't know. I was kind of right in between, like, am I close enough that I'll get under him, or should I back off and stay behind him? And then I just got caught in no man's land, and then I was about to hit him, so I just slammed on the brake, and then I couldn't steer and just went in the wall. But I don't think it's a big deal. That was just a dumb lapse of judgment. It's all right though. Man, I'm pretty sure the car is definitely not running as good right now, but I'm pretty sure that once I can repair it, it'll be perfect. I should have just backed off a little bit and stayed behind him. But I don't know. I just, quarter of a second. If I had just braked like a quarter of a second sooner, it would have been fine. How's the tire look? I mean, the damage isn't too bad. It's more that left front tire that's now trashed. I think that's slowing me down more than the damage is. So I'm kind of wondering, should I take the extra time and just repair it under green and get it all taken care of, or should I just get new tires and get going? Let's see, where's the leader? Yeah, I'm only like half a lap down right now. It's not going to take 20 seconds to repair that. It'll take like 3 or 4. Alright, we should be pitting in the next like 3 or 4 laps. Now, you know, I was gonna mention this, this track, it's so like big and wide, and there's portions of the race where you're just kind of running by yourself, and it almost like lulls me into this like a meditative state in a sense. And I just start to kind of like I'm just cruising and lose focus. I just start thinking, oh yeah, here's Jimmy Hensley. I bet I can get him in turn 2. And I'm just not like being intentional with my decision making, and I just kind of get like lackadaisical or something. Like I kind of zone out. And that's exactly what happened there. Because I knew I wasn't alongside him. And there was a car right before I got to him, like Michael Waltrip maybe, where I was like, come on, get alongside, get alongside. Because I know if you're alongside them, they'll give you room. If you're not alongside them, they will race down into that corner. So I wasn't really alongside him, but I wasn't really giving him room either. I mean, at least I didn't take him out. I just got a little damage. Get it repaired. Get back out here. It'll be fine. We're not even halfway yet. I don't like being one of the first cars to pit, just in case a caution comes out. If a caution comes out, I can trap some guys a lap down or on the tail end of the lead lap. And it'll give me fresher tires than everyone else for the next run.
Pitting now.
See, I even right now, I'm catching Richard Petty. Even with this busted left front and a little damage on the right side. All right, I think I'll pit this time.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Go, 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 go. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Okay, now it's starting to take too long.
Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
That took a lot longer than I thought it would.
We won't fix the damage.
Kulwicki's coming. Oh man, that took too long.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Outside. Clear.
That took too long. I didn't think it would take that long.
Here comes the leader. Here comes the leader. Inside. Here comes the leader. Clear.
All right, that's no good. But I know I have pressure tires in Alan Kulwicki. If I can just hang with him here for like 10 laps, I think I can get back by him. But he is pretty fast. God, that was a dumb mistake. I didn't think it would take like 20 seconds to fix that damage. Halfway.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside. Clear.
Alright, my lap times aren't bad. Whoops. So I think that damage is completely fixed. My car should be fine. Now it's just a matter of trying to figure out how to get back on the lead lap. Someone just go flying into the turn one wall. Saw some new skid marks. And I still think on old tires, my car is good enough to run with the leaders. And then when we pit next, I can go an extra like 10 laps. Oh, Labani is stuck on pit road. Oh, Dallenbach's out. There's a free position.
Outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
All right, last time past the start finish line, I think I was right about 4 seconds behind Allison. See if it's kind of stabilizing or they're still pulling away from me a little bit. I thought I might be able to hang with the leaders, but it doesn't look like it. I mean, maybe as the tires continue to wear, but they're looking pretty good. I think I'm catching Davey and Kyle Petty now as they were going through those lap cars.
outside. Clear outside.
Cut that a little close.
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
That's what I should have done with Hensley. All right, I think they should be pitting here any lap now. No, we still got a couple more. But I'm gonna stay out as long as I can and see if I can get the lap back. Yeah, now I'm only 3 seconds behind Allison and Petty. All right, looks like Petty's pitting.
The leader's pitting now.
Bill Elliott or Mark Martin is now in the lead. Yeah, I need both of them to pit.
The leader's pitting now.
Someone's blowing up. Oh, one of them pit, but not the other one. Don't caution, not yet, not yet. No caution, no caution. It's Greg Sachs. All right, I got guys with fresh tires coming up behind me. Give him plenty of room.
Inside. Clear inside.
All right, I should be back on the lead lap now. Okay.
Inside. Clear inside.
All right, now I desperately need a caution. Somebody blow up, somebody wreck something. I need a caution in the next 7 laps. Debris, anything. Faster cars coming up behind me again. I don't like that.
Car inside. Car outside.
God, it makes me
Clear
nervous.
outside.
Dudes coming up on me in turn 3 like that. Whoa.
Car inside. Clear.
I need a caution. 6 laps.
We're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
gonna have to pit on the next lap. I could really use a caution right now. Come on. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
All right, I got to pit. I'm gonna have a lot fresher tires than everyone else on this next run.
Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds. Wait, something's wrong. Come on, you guys. The lug nuts wouldn't go on right. Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Terry Labonte's stuck on pit road here.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Sorry, buddy. I know you can make it up on the track.
All right, well, on the next cycle, right around 170, I'll be able to stay out an extra like 15 laps almost. And maybe I'll catch a caution that time. And I didn't lose any spots by staying out as long as I did. I lost a lot of time. I think I lost about 10 seconds to Jimmy Hensley, but I mean, it was worth it to try and get back on the lead lap.
Inside. You're up top, 3 wide. Inside.
I know. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I barely even touched it. Well, I saw in my mirror Ricky Rudd was going under Dale Earnhardt, right as Earnhardt was going under me. It's a little scary, but... And then I came off and just barely touched the wall, and I got damage from that. That was nothing.
Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside. Still there. Clear outside.
56 to go. We're getting there. See, 160 will be 400 miles. You know, not only are there different number of braking markers, but they're at different distances apart. Like this one, there's 3. Like 3, 2, 1, right there. And then on this next one, there's 4, and they go by a lot faster. And you're actually going slower into this corner than you are on the front straightaway. See, there's 4, 3, 2, 1, right there. And then in this corner, it's back like the front straightaway. 3, 2, 1. Like, I wonder if they did that on purpose? Was that how it was in real life in 2003? I wouldn't think they would do that. There's something wrong with Richard Petty's car. It looks like he's lost a cylinder or something. He was really slow going on the straightaway. I mean, I would think if that's how those markers were in real life, the drivers would be complaining like crazy. Like, what are you trying to kill us? Like they're all different number markers and different distances, and it's a little dangerous. Or they did it just to give the drivers something to think about when they're in 23rd on lap 149. Like, we don't want them to get bored. Whoa, whoa, Ernie, come on, man.
Still there. Clear inside.
I think Darrell Waltrip just bit behind me. I looked up in the mirror and he was gone.
Pitting now.
Okay, good. And I can still go another 20-some laps. Though, you know, I don't know if am I going to be back on the lead lap or I don't know that I will be because I lost so much time staying out the last time. We'll see.
We'll give you 1.5 cans of fuel.
Is this Kulwicki? Yeah, this is Kulwicki, so even if a caution comes out, I'm still going to be a lap down. So I think at this point, there's no way I can make up this lap.
Pitting now.
Hamilton getting all loose. Cold tires, Hamilton, be careful.
The leader's pitting now. Outside. Clear.
So, okay. So I guess the question now is, if there's no way I'm going to make up this lap, should I just go ahead and pit? I mean, I don't think it really matters either way.
Clear inside.
Because even if I pit right now, I'm still going to be like 20 seconds behind Hensley. And even if I pit right now, I'll be 20 seconds behind Hensley. And I'll be like a lap in front of Dave Marcus.
Inside. Clear inside.
I mean, I'm close enough to Kawicki that I'm not going to lose a lap if I pit. So regardless of what happens, I'm going to come out a lap down and right about this same position. Yeah, there's Dave Marcus going in the pits right now. How many laps are left? 42. All right, so I can make this my last pit stop and everyone else is going to have to pit again. I think I could gain some spots that way. Because the AI is only going like 33 laps. So they're all going to have to pit again. All right, I think I only want to go as far. I only want to go as far as I have to go to make it on to make this my last pit stop, which I think would be about 38 laps to go. And then hope that I pass some guys when they have to do a splash and go at the end, if it stays green. And if it works out, at this point, I think it's best that it just stay green the rest of the way. Oh, did Derek Cope just pass? Yeah, he did. Okay. All right, when I pit, like next lap, I'm gonna have like 10 lap fresher tires than everyone else. And I'm gonna be able to go to the end of the race. Everyone else is gonna have to pit one more time. And when they do, then they'll have much fresher tires than me. Seven to go.
Car inside. Clear
God
inside.
damn it, Kyle. What the hell was that? Alright, I'm gonna pit.
Limit 55.
Don't
Keep
speed.
it under 4,000 in seconds.
I don't know what that was all about. I hate having cars behind me going into turn 3 though. Jesus.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
That was nonsense, man. What lap was
We
that?
won't fix the damage.
160 about? 162?
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Car outside. Clear.
All race going into turn 3. I've been watching people in my mirror because they just give you no room. And I'm like, man, if I end up hitting the wall, it's going to be because someone hits me in turn 3. And then Kyle just gives me no room. There's nothing I can do. And how did they fix that damage faster than the first damage when the first damage didn't seem as bad? I don't know. Alright, well, the car is not as fast, but it's okay. Now I'm 2 laps down. At this point, it's probably best that it just goes green the rest of the way, and I stay out as long as I can. And I won't have to pit again. Yeah, I can make up my 5 laps. So everyone else is going to have to pit at least once. But, I mean, Hensley's 43 seconds ahead of me. I mean, even if he pits for a splash of gas and 2 tires, he'll probably get out ahead of me. It's so dangerous though. Like I like to stay out on old tires and hope for a caution or something. But the AI they just can't judge that. And so if you're on old tires and they're coming up on you, you can't get out of the way. They just run over you. Which, I mean, that does happen in real life too, so it's not like too unrealistic. Though in real life I'd be able to like wave like, hey, pass me on that side. And then hopefully they would see that. This has been a fun race though. Sometimes I watch these videos back and I think to myself, man, I complain a lot. But I mean, you know, I almost hit the wall. But it's still like the best game of all time. Oh, here comes my new best friend. Again. Am I gaining on Jeff Bodine? Is there something wrong with him? All right, Kyle, pass me on that side. There, I'll get way up out of the group for you.
Car inside. Clear.
Jerk. This is where you would give him another gesture. Like last time it was, hey Kyle, buddy, just pass me over there. This time it's like, you know, gesture. F you and your hair. Next race, I'm gonna give him a little bump. I'll be competitive at Talladega. Maybe I'll give him a bump there, or at Daytona. Nah, I would never do that. I'm not Jimmy Spencer. I love Jimmy Spencer, but you never know when you'll need a favor and stuff, you know? Maybe after the race, me and Kyle will go bass fishing and it'll be all good again. Oh, someone's Bobby Hamilton is in the grass, driving in the dirt. That's a spot. Boy, Kyle is all over Bobby Helen here. Bobby Helen's gonna pit. All right, so everyone's gonna be making their final pit stops right now. I don't know what is going on with Jeff Bodine. He must have come out of the pits behind Jimmy Hensley or something. Because I think I was behind Jimmy Hensley by like 45 seconds. I wonder if Bobby Hamilton ran out of gas. And I wouldn't think so, but... All right, I think I see Bobby Hamilton coming out of the pits just there. 2 cars ahead of me. Yeah, he's a spot now. I don't think I'm going to catch him though. mean, I tend to think these big tracks with a lot of braking into the turns are the hardest tracks in this game. Because trying to prevent, like trying to get yourself in a position to where the AI doesn't run you over is very difficult to do. Like it happened with Kyle there. Same thing at Indy. Same thing at Loudon. Same thing in Milwaukee. I did a bush race at Milwaukee last night, and David Green just annihilated me going into turn 3 under braking. Okay, I think I'm making some spots now. Now that people are pitting. Okay, here's Hensley. He's right in front of me. See, Hut is like, it's gonna give me no room going into this corner. Okay, he was kind of nice about it.
Still there.
But like right there, Hut's got a run on me, but I'm kind of at his 1 or 2 o'clock in that blind spot.
Clear.
Oh, come on, Hut. All right, yeah, Jimmy Hensley's a spot, but I don't think there's any way I can catch him. He probably has new tires, or maybe 2 tires. Is that pitting? Yeah, okay. Big line of cars behind me.
Car inside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Clear. Car inside. Still there. You're up top. 3 wide. Car inside. Clear inside.
I wasn't really 3 wide. All right, looks like I'm pretty much locked into 22nd. Unless there's some attrition. See what's going on up front. Oh man, Alan Kowicki is in the lead, but it looks like Bill Elliott is right on his bumper, or they were side by side. Bill Elliott's already won 4 races this year in this season, and they were 4 in a row, just like in '92, just not the same 4 races. Alan pulled away a little bit. I'd much rather see Alan win this. Just make sure Jeff Bodine's not like catching me.
Car inside. Clear. Inside.
Ted Musgrave in the 55 had a really good race at Pocono in '92. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one. I'm pretty sure it was the second one. But I think he was in the top 5. At least for a while. Whoa, a little late into that turn. All right, Jeff Bodine caught me by like 3/4 of a second. I guess I should focus and make sure he doesn't catch me. Yeah, boy, he made up 2 seconds that lap. All right. I gotta try and stay in front of him. All right, 12:08. 10:34. Is there anyone behind him? Oh, someone blew up. Yeah, Jeff Bodine is making like a 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap on me. Oh, that's Rudd, the point leader. He is not going to be the points leader anymore. I think Harry Gant may be the new point leader. I think Gant was in second. Or Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott is running second right now, and I think he was third in the points. Oh, here comes Kowicki and Elliott. Don't hit me, guys. I'll let you go.
Clear.
Wow, that kind of surprised me. There's the battle for the lead. I hope Kowicki holds him off. Bill's already won 4 times. Kowicki's had a really bad year, but he's been turning it around in the last couple races. I'd like to see him get back in contention.
outside.
All right, hopefully Petty can hold up Bodine a little bit.
More to go.
Ordine's right behind me now.
Inside. Still there. Clear.
Alright, I'm safe now. I mean, Dave Marcus ain't gonna catch me. Okay, Kulwicki's still in the lead. Just barely. Looks like Bill Elliott's probably faster, he's just not able to pass him. I think the last caution was on like lap 70. I think we've gone like 130 laps green. Comes Mark Martin. I think Mark Martin's running third.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Oh, Bill Elliott just passed Kulwicki.
White flag. One more lap to go.
There's Bobby Hamilton coming out of the pits again. I think that's a spot for me. So I think I'm in 21st. If after passing Bobby Hamilton. Yeah, that was a spot.
There's the flag. It's over. Bring it on home and let's get the heck out of here.
I'm guessing Hamilton had to pit for a splash of fuel, but he was driving in the dirt here on the straightaway. I don't know what was up with him. Oh, Kulwicki got back by. Nice.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
All right. Okay, that only took about a little over 3 hours. That's pretty short. Oh, it did go green a lot, so. All right, that was 13 Pocono. All right, I just want to see that that Kyle Petty incident. That was pretty messed up. Um, what lap was that? It was around 160, I think. Oops. No, 160. No, 160. What is this thing doing? 160. There we go. All right, yeah, there's Kyle back there. Okay, here he comes. All right. Yeah, see, so Michael right here has the dedicated inside line. His AI brain is saying, okay, the player car is right there. I'm on the inside. Kyle Petty, I don't think his AI brain even sees that I'm there. It's like there's a dead zone or a blind spot um, at about 10 o'clock and at about 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, something like that. And so I don't think he even really sees that I'm there in a sense. So when we break to go into the corner, he makes a move to the outside like he's going to try and pass Michael on the outside or something. See, like right there, he's like halfway behind Michael. He hits the brakes and he's like, oh, I'll just move to the outside, even though I'm right there. Like, see, it's like a blind spot. And what is that? I mean, I was purposely trying to stay as high as possible. We're not even touching. And there's a puff of smoke. And then I go spinning. Like what is up with the hitboxes? This is 2003 hitboxes, which, you know, are still way better than a lot of hitboxes I see nowadays. But still, like right there, we didn't even touch. I see room. I mean, he's taken pretty much all the racetrack, but I'm giving him room right there. And then our hitboxes touch. And there's a puff of smoke, and I go spinning. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I mean, it is really hard for me to kind of like accept blame or think there's something I should have done there or I caused that. That's just a video game being a video game. I feel like the only thing I could do really is just recognize in this situation that that I'm in Kyle Petty's AI blind spot, and in this turn especially, the AI seemed to brake really late into the turn, or at least a lot later than me. Let's see, when did I hit the brakes? Right there. See, okay, so I'm not quite to the braking zone, which is around this number 2 flag or 2 sign or whatever. I'm not quite in the braking zone, so I'm braking a little early, which in real life, that's kind of like you kind of go, hey, pass me on that side, then you brake early and let them go past, which is kind of what I'm doing. But Kyle Petty's AI brain just doesn't know how to respond to that. And by the time he starts to move down, now I've got even less room out here. Even still, I think I gave him enough room. It's just our hitboxes. All right, well, it is what it is. It didn't cause a caution. I didn't wreck any other computer cars, so I mean, I'm happy about that. I kept it pretty clean. I just basically wrecked myself twice. Well, I definitely wrecked myself the first time, and then I guess you could say I inadvertently caused that somehow because I didn't put myself in a position to where the AI would recognize me or something. I don't know. And then right here, I was kind of flustered and I almost sped on pit road. So I'm going 70 right there at the line. But I got down low enough that I didn't get penalized. And I've been working on that. Like, it's one thing when something happens, but don't let one mistake turn into like 2 or 3 or 4. Because it's those other mistakes that are worse than the initial one. Like in Milwaukee, in my race in Milwaukee last night. And then here, if I had gotten a speeding penalty, that would have cost me even more. So I'm glad I got my head on straight enough to not speed on pit road. But all in all, I mean, when I made that first mistake, I was passing Jimmy Hensley. And I remember seeing Ernie Irvan kind of in front of Jimmy Hensley. He was the next car in front of Hensley. So even if I hadn't made that mistake, and even if that deal with Kyle Petty hadn't happened, I still think I would have come home somewhere between 15th and 20th. So even with those two little mistakes, I don't think it really cost me that much. Um, this is how I set it up. I mean, all these races, except Daytona and Talladega, those are hard to set up in a sense. But in all these races, I kind of set it up to where my car is about a 20th place car. And then if I get lucky with cautions, if I get lucky with pit strategy, I can get into the top 10. If I make mistakes, then I end up somewhere down here. And so far, I've been pretty consistent. I think this is my worst finish, other than the Daytona 500, which was a disaster. So all in all, not bad. I'm happy with it. I'll take 21st, whatever. I'll take it. It doesn't hurt me too much in the points. And I think the next couple of races, I'm going to have some good finishes at Michigan, Daytona, Talladega, and then we come back to Pocono, or Pocono is right in there too. So I'll get another shot at it. All right, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, that's Alan Kowicki, first win of the season, third top 10 in a row after DNFing 7 races. So he's finally starting to turn his season around. All right, let me see if I can bring up the points here real quick. Pocono results, import. Oh, that's Bush. 92 results, Pocono. Save. Close. Okay, now export. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Oh, pick the file. Points. All right. So I was in 6th going into this race. I fell one spot back to 7th. Ernie Irvan got in front of me by 1 point. Yeah, I was in 6th. Ernie Irvan jumped me. So now I'm in 7th, but I'm still only 184 behind the leader, which, I don't think I lost too many points. I think I lost about 40 points on the leader in this race. But I'm still 100 points in front of Davey Allison. So that's pretty good. 1 win, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s. 1 pole, still no DNFs. Happy about that. Rudd DNF this race, his second DNF. He lost 3 positions. Bill Elliott is back in the lead with that second place finish. Harry Gantz in second, Mark Martin in third. Rudd, Marlin, Irvin, me, Allison, Petty, and then Labonte. And, how many laps has Rudd done? 4,524. I've done 4,508. I gained a little bit on him. I think this is my new goal, to finish more laps than anyone else. And I'm only now 16 laps behind Rudd after that second DNF. I gained like 9 laps on him in that race. So I'm currently in second. 7th in points, second in laps completed. All right, Kulwicki moved up 3 more spots to 18th. Wanted to look at this. Yeah, see, his finish is 25th, 12th, 34th, 34th, 31st, 27th, 12th, 31st, 31st, and then 5th, 8th, 3rd, and 1st. So he has totally started to turn his season around after doing horribly. After Talladega, I think he was like 26th in points or something. And he's now up to 18th. So hopefully he can keep that up, and he's actually tied for 17th with Morgan Shepherd. Hopefully he can keep that up and move up and get into the top 10 and have a go. We're not quite at halfway, so there's still time. He's only completed 70% of the laps because of these 7 DNFs. That's pretty bad. But he's turning it around. All right. Oh, the real race, Alan Kulwicki won it. This race, I just watched this. I've watched this race a couple of times. Dale Earnhardt was doing really well in the points until this race. I think going into this race, he was in second. But this race, he had a problem, and some kind of engine problem or something. And so he got back out there multiple laps down, because the problem started in like the first 30 laps or something. He got back out there multiple laps down, and just kind of was an ass in a sense, because like every restart, he's up there trying to pass all the lap cars and trying to get him in between the lead lap cars, and just racing everyone like he's racing for the win. And I'm sure it was bugging all the leaders, being like, hey, he's like 20 laps down, like get him out of here. But that's what he do. That's just how he races. Ricky Rudd had a problem. The other Ted Musgrave had an engine issue, so it must have been the second Pocono race that he ran really well. He was running in the top 5 for a lot of the race. I don't know if he finished top 5, but he was running in it for a long time. The other thing was Mark Martin, in like the first pit stop, or maybe the second pit stop, he had been running really well the whole race, and then he came into pit, and they didn't get the left front tire lug nuts tightened, and so I think on the radio they were telling him like go go go. So he starts driving out of his pit stall, and Steve Meal was like holding on to the window net, trying to yell like stop, stop, or don't go, or whatever. And Mark Martin dragged him probably like 30 feet, maybe 20, 30 feet. And then Steve Meal finally let go and like rolled over a couple of times. And this was way before they started wearing helmets and stuff. So, I mean, that could have been really dangerous. But he just got up and walked back to the pit and was like, yeah, we didn't get the lug nuts tightened. So then Mark Martin realized the problem, stopped, and then went in reverse, got back in his pit stall, got the tire back on. But then he was a lap down. He eventually made it up and finished second. So he had one of the strongest cars for sure. All right. If anyone ever watches this video, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time running this race. I'm looking forward to moving on to Michigan. All right, that's it for this one. There we go.